Okay, Neil Murphy here, Dynamic Man podcast, coming to you from an alpine wood. That's right. And today I want to talk about what it's like to have a lot of energy, how to release energy, and today, as exhausted as I was this morning, I'm still up here 3 hours later, 4 hours later, hunting down fresh snow, fresh tracks, surprising myself with how many runs I'm getting in. It's not that I'm counting the runs, but I keep on expecting the next one to be the last one, and maybe this is it. But as guys, all the talk about battery storage and going to Mars for lithium and electric cars and everything, it seems to me that men are the greatest storers of energy. We don't like to let it go. What do I mean by that? Well, shit happens. Bad things happen, breakups happen, divorces happen, things go wrong. Yeah, we don't like to deal with it emotionally. We kind of just get on with it, grin and bear it, and don't cry, all that kind of stuff. We shove all the emotions down, we shove all the feelings down, we just get on with it, Sometimes we have to be a rock, in cases of bereavement, we have to be a rock for people, but then who do we release our emotions with? Do we just store them as trapped energy, keep it there for a rainy day, or is it something that we just learn to carry like it's our burden? All these trapped emotions creating energy, stored energy that we just don't seem to tap into. All that energy becomes a weight. It's a weight in our mind, it's a weight in our muscles, it's a weight on our soul, it's a weight in our spirit. It's just a burden. And it just seems to become normal. Yeah, that's just the way it is, because so much stuff happens in between that painful past experience or breakup, divorce, whatever, and between then moving on and everything that happens in between. Look, not only are we good at storing stuff and holding trapped emotions, shoving them deep down, we're also good at forgetting, generalizing, and paying attention to the tasks at hand, today's problems. So all the emotional, psychological hygiene that we just take for granted, we don't do anything about it. In the silence here, you can feel the energy. It's not trapped up here, and that's what I'm saying. Like all that energy that you could be putting to good use, like chasing down through this woods, deep snow, untracked, no one in here. That's why I'm doing this video here, is because there's no one in here. So what are we going to do? How do we release those trapped emotions? Because it dims the light. It definitely dims the light. Dims the sparkle in our eyes. The ability we have to react in a moment spontaneously. The philosophy of saying yes. We tend to default to no because we're already carrying enough pain, enough hurt, enough emotional clutter, enough emotional baggage, grudges maybe even, resentments, and we tend to make decisions that limit us. Like, yeah, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to get involved with that kind of a woman again, or I'm never going to go looking for a woman in a certain situation, like bar, yoga, studio, whatever. You know, you're just kicking the can down the road for as long as you can, and looking ahead, pushing all those that emotional clutter deeper, not dealing with it, and it turns into, I wouldn't say toxic energy, but it's not an energy that's very usable until you release it. So with energy, I always say with energy comes belief and confidence. So you got to release the trapped energy to really get the sparkle in your eyes back, to light the fire that glows from you. Because it's like your house, your drapes are half pulled at night. Your drapes are still half pulled in the daytime. The sun can't get in, the light can't get out. You're reducing the surface area of like positive, healthy energy coming in, and it's just too much for us to carry. It's time for us to learn how to let the emotions out, because once they see daylight, you know, they're no more harm to anyone. The beauty of it is, once you let them out, they don't come back. You deal with it. You've dealt with it. Finally. You know, it might be 5, 10, 20 years later. You're carrying that burden. You know, it just becomes such a norm. So normal. It's hard to believe that it's even a thing. And that's it. You know, you look at someone's face, you look in someone's eyes, and you know he's struggling. He's not as fired up as he should be. He's not as energized as he could be. He's not passing on the inspiration that he would be if he was feeling dynamic and energetic. And you know, we're not an EV battery. Those batteries, you know, they're constantly being drained. The energy's being used, and here we are, storing all that energy like a forgotten, lost battery. We're not batteries, man. We're a bit more than just storage units for trapped energy, trapped emotions. It's time to let it go. And believe me, when you do, you're going to feel lighter in your arms, your legs, your heart, your mind, your soul, your back, your shoulders, your feet, your hips, your knees, everywhere. All that is going to be gone. Every pain that you feel now, you know, imagine that seriously, severely reduced. So that like every morning you're bouncing out of bed, you know, smiling. It's not a drag to wake up. You're energized. You're feeling good. The sparkle is in your eye. And you're not carrying something that you shouldn't be carrying. You wouldn't carry unnecessary baggage flying on some cheap flight across Europe or the States. No, man, you'd fly light. You'd fly light. Bags would be light. But when it comes to carrying the baggage ourselves. We are, if we were being surcharged, we wouldn't have enough money to even exist. If Ryanair were charging us for the baggage that we're carrying, man, it wouldn't be worth getting out of bed. So, drop the baggage, man. Get the spark back in your eye. Turn on the light fully. Let the light shine. Get rid of this emotional, as my old coach used to say back in Ireland, emotional bollocksology. It's time to lose it for good. Toss the bag. Toss the baggage. Get rid of it. It's time for new life. And don't kid yourself, because it is possible. All you have to do is DM me. Book an Energizer call, and I'll show you exactly how you can take the weight off your mind. Like a psychological cold plunge. No. Freshen yourself up. Imagine like having a new lease on life. Energized. People wondering like, what have you done to get to this point? What are you doing? I want some of that. Yeah. That's what this is about. You inspiring other people to live better, more energized, emotional free. Well, not emotional free, but emotional baggage free. You don't have to carry that shit anymore. Release that trapped energy and put it all to really good use. Things that you want to do. Not things that you have to do. Things you want to do. Play, fun, make more money, better relationships, better connections, talking to people, feeling inspired everywhere you go. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what I want. That's what I have. That's what I'm chasing. I'm surprising myself, I told you. I'm surprised myself with the energy I have. I shouldn't be up here today doing this. But, I lost the baggage. And now I'm like a proper rechargeable battery. With all that emotional clutter that was just short-circuiting the battery charger, really. Battery charger wasn't working. Now the energy is free-flowing, free riding, freestyling, and now I have to decide when I'm finished on the mountain. Not the other way around. My body's telling me, oh, no more. No. My mind is fresh. There's no weight in it. I'm telling the body, we'll finish when we finish. There's no more one more run. It's just when we finish, that's it. And we can go every day. This is day 31 of the 40 days on. I'm up here 3 hours today. I don't know. It's been a busy powder week. A lot of snow, so a lot of energy used. And a lot of energy recirculating, recharging. Batteries are, I have to say, batteries are emptying nicely and charging nicely. So the emotion clutter, it's time to lose it. Let your battery charge properly, get the energy flowing, get the juice back in your tank, and do the things that you love doing more often. Be ready for it. It's your time, man. It's time to be happy, content, satisfied, fulfilled, and appreciated for the life that you bring to the party, all that you bring to the table. Now, if this resonates with you, like and subscribe to the channel. DM me for an Energizer call, and we get chatting about this, how we can get the spark back in your eye, release the energy, release all that trapped energy so that you get out there doing what you love and continue to build an incredible community here of 40s and 50s men coming together, releasing trapped energy out into the world and making a huge difference, like a ripple effect. That's right. It's time we're making a difference. It's our turn. If you're up for the challenge, DM me, like and subscribe. But remember, we got to get on it ASAP and stay high. Boom.